Welcome back to the Artie Lange Show. From gossip to little football. My next guest, a regular on the show, one of my favorite people on the planet, NFL Network guy. We're going to talk to him right now about the big game. And, of course, we can't legally say what the big game is, which is, of course, the Super Bowl. Hey, Kriegel. Mark Kriegel's here. What's up, buddy?
What's going on?
All right, Richard Sherman. Say Richard Sherman is your player. You're the coach. What do you say to him after what happened?
Yeah, relax. Get it out of your system.
Right.
I mean, look, that's what he is. It's not like it's hurt this kid.
Yeah.
I agree.
He was a schmuck, and the thing about it is he's actually a nice kid. He wants to be liked, and he needs to have a chip on his shoulder. He needs to manufacture this stuff.
Exactly. Everyone does. That's what you do to be willing to do what you have to do on the field.
Exactly.
You gotta manufacture anger.
Your moves on the field.
Yeah.
There's something different with Sherman, though. He makes it more explicit. He makes it louder.
Yeah.
And I think of it differently since I've been covering basically just football, in that as a corner, you got to be hyper competitive.
Sure.
Yeah, especially a man-to-man guy.
Right.
It's mono.
It's intense.
A mono, yeah.
Yeah, it's intense.
He makes that defense because he can shut down the other team's best receiver. He is long. He is that fast. At this point, he's probably as good as he thinks he is. I certainly think he's better than Revis at this moment.
Yeah,
He's
Revis doesn't
longer.
think so.
But that enables all those guys over the middle and the safeties to beat the hell out of everyone else.
Yeah.
So the question for this game is, I think that this game comes down to Julius Thomas and Wes Welker over the middle. I mean, I would say Sherman can shut down a guy like Demaryius Thomas, as good or great as he is. I don't think that's where the game's going to be won or lost. Can I ask you guys one question? Because I'm sitting here with my girlfriend. She got a screener of Wolf of Wall Street, and I'm not inebriated. I'm not anything like that. But is it? Am I out of my mind, or does Jonah Hill sound like Parcells?
I haven't seen the movie yet, but
know.
let me just think about him when in the film. Does he do a specific accent, or does he talk like Jonah Hill always talks? I'm trying to.
No, he does. He talks like a New York a New York Attleboro guy, which is essentially from North Jersey.
He could be. He could be. I mean, listen. Does that make you like the movie more or dislike it?
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I heard the movie's great.
There's two great New York accents, like borough accents, I've heard lately. One was Christian Bale in American Hustle.
That was hilarious.
Perfect. He was perfect.
It was hilarious.
And the other is DiCaprio and Jonah Hill.
No kidding, because when DiCaprio has to do an accent, that's the only time I don't buy into him. When he plays himself and more of a charming thing, I love him.
Maybe he's getting better at it.
Sounds like
Maybe.
a jerk off.
He sounds like he's wearing the same hair dye you wear, I think, too. In that jet black Kriegel dye.
Hey, Mark, I wanna mention something about Richard Sherman. I was watching something. I don't know what it was, but they had a camera on him during training camp, and it was amazing how detailed he was getting, looking at formations and basically just spouting
Brilliant guy.
exactly what was going to be run, exactly what the routes were going to be coming their way. Every single play, he's saying, "All right, watch this, watch this. Watch the trail. It's going to be a drive shallow." I think part of his role in that secondary, and here's the thing, and all the guys were looking to him, like Cam Chancellor's looking to him and saying, "Oh, okay, well now I know that I have to watch for this." I think that a lot of those guys depend on him to kind of remind them of what they have coming their way. Like that's his role in that secondary, to be the loud mouth that kind of tells them, what to expect. So that's become part of his persona.
Well, I think that there's two things. One is the question: is he the cognitive head. Is he the quarterback of the defense? I don't know. Maybe he is. Maybe he isn't. He may just.
It seemed like
right.
it.
I don't think he's brilliant. I don't think that there's any replacement for him being a straight up shutdown corner. He may be the brightest guy on the defense. He may be the captain on the field. He may be the de facto brain of that defense. I don't know. But what I do know is there is nothing replacing his sheer physical ability at this point.
Yeah.
He's a bright kid. He went to Stanford. I don't know if that makes him a football genius or a savant. He's definitely.
John says they make you do well.
It's a different kind of intelligence. Football smart and being smart in school.
With him, he's been on the set on our show a couple of times, and there is a clear. I think that he would cop to it too. A clear dichotomy in his personality. When he's off the field on the set, he likes the attention, but he's basically like a sweet kid. When he gets on the field and he gets in that one-on-one situation with a guy like Crabtree, and it is intensely personal, as you know, and I think in a certain way, the way the game has evolved, when you have a corner who plays one-on-one, a press corner, it's even more intensely personal.
Yeah.
He needs to manufacture that beef, and he does it as well as anyone. Listen, Michael Jordan did it.
Yeah.
But football's a different game, and that is a different position.
Well, you see Jerry Rice and Deion Sanders doing it just on the golf course before they're picking the teams for the Pro Bowl. That's that dynamic is there.
Different thing. Like I don't think of. I never thought of Deion as being that
combative,
aggressive, or hard at hitting a player.
No.
The knock on Deion was that he wouldn't tackle you; he'd run you out of bounds. I spoke to a guy I work with, Eric Davis, who was really a fine to great corner for many
great
years.
Yeah.
And he says that's because Deion was so damn good, he didn't have to knock anyone out.
You're right.
Yeah.
Just better and faster.
He ran however fast he needed to.
And
he
smarter.
did what he had to do.
Smarter and faster than everybody else.
He was amazing.
Yeah.
Man. Had to play against him.
That sense that he would close on you faster. He knew instinctively the geometry of the field.
Yeah.
But again, it was because he was more physically gifted than everyone else.
Absolutely. He was that good.
I think it's the case with Sherman. So if you can take away the best receiver on one side, you have a huge advantage.
Absolutely.
Well, especially when your front four or five are getting after quarterbacks getting in their face without bringing extra guys. I mean, that makes it even greater.
Are you guys telling me you like Seattle?
I don't know.
I'm rooting for Peyton.
I would love Peyton to win. Yeah, I would love for him to do it.
As a gambling man, if I was still a gambling man, I'm going with the D. I'm going with the defense.
Yeah, and Percy Harvin being back, that is no small thing. If he can make it through this game, not only stretching the defense, taking the top off, but special teams wise.
But I am not
returning the ball.
See, that's a smart football guy. I didn't even think about that much. But you're right. But here's the other thing. I'm not giving my final pick until later because here's the thing. Peyton Manning knows how to beat those blitzes. I love watching him. I love watching him do that. So I don't know. I'm not my official pick yet.
But can those receivers get off the bump? Can they get off the line of scrimmage fast enough?
Your thoughts
for Peyton to get them the ball?
Your thoughts, Kriegel?
Peyton gets rid of the ball. Peyton beats the blitzes, except for one situation historically in the playoffs. I mean,
Okay, well, he's been doing it in this playoffs, though. Super Bowl, he's been in one of them, and he did well.
Doing it in this playoffs, and he did it the last time I saw him in the Super Bowl. He gave up a pick to Tracy Porter. No one likes to say it. Everybody wants to say Peyton can win, and
but he won.
If he does it this time, it's an extraordinary circumstance because not only did the guy have the best season of his career, and I know he's got the receivers, but not only did he have the best season of his great career, but he won the Super Bowl coming 2 years off his fourth neck surgery.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
that's not a small thing.
When the camera closes in on that like scar on his neck, I thought he was going to lose last week. I thought the Patriots would beat him.
Wow.
Wow. I did. Look, I'm not smart. I never claimed to be smart.
Well, I think Terrence Knighton helped him out quite a bit.
Yeah. I still liked when it came down to a playoff game, and this may be a primitive understanding of the game, but at the core, I still liked Brady over Manning, and I didn't care where the hell the game was.
Listen,
I was wrong.
Mark, I don't want you to hang up. Please stay with us. I got one question for you. What is Peyton Manning's record in the Super Bowl?
He's 1-1, right?
Yeah, he's 1-1
at this point.
The Artie Lange Show.
And this would make him.
The Artie Lange Show. Welcome back to the Artie Lange Show. Talking to the great Mark Kriegel from the NFL Network. So, Mark, can you get specific, or is it too early to get a full prediction, score, everything like that? Or are you still thinking about it?
Denver by a field goal, but I reserve the right to change next week when I come to the fabulous set.
Yeah, well, you are.
I just want to rub elbows and shoulders with you, John, and the Twins. And the Twins, I'm a little upset.
The Twins have officially. The Twins have officially.
They weren't calling me.
The Twins have officially dropped the restraining order. You can come. Now
you're coming in. That's great.
Yeah, I want
to have oysters and candlelight with Mike.
You have an open invite.
If he's not sick.
Yeah, Mike has bronchitis. He's not in tonight.
Fake bronchitis.
Mike Buschetti has bronchitis. He's not in tonight. Of course, you have an open invite.
I'm going to say a prayer.
Yes, please do.
I want to know, also I got a question for John.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, they're using a fullback there, Denver. I mean, I don't. Is that going to make a difference? They got that kid who's a tackle. They line him up at fullback.
Yeah.
For Monty Ball and No Sean is
you know what? That's
is that going to make a difference?
Such a farce.
To do to the Patriots.
No, it's a farce. If you're not going to put any sort of priority on that position at all, don't even bother putting another guy, a big lineman in there.
True fullback.
It's a shame. They act like just anyone can do this, making it like navigating your way through the line of scrimmage and that's not easy. They act like anyone can do it. It drives me insane. At least the Patriots have Devlin, right? At least the Patriots have a real fullback.
But you know what they should have done? They should have picked up the guy from Baltimore when he was available early in the season, whose name escapes me because it's late and I've been watching Wolf of Wall Street. And he went back to Baltimore. But they could have used a real fullback. I mean, I know they have all those receivers, but if you want to take the pressure off Peyton and they're going to have to be able to run something against this team. I don't know if it works with a hastily converted defensive tackle.
Well, we'll see. I doubt it will work. It's going to be tough to run on that D line.
I want to thank Don Cherry, one of the greatest guests of all time, the great Don Cherry. Good luck in Russia. Kevin Meaney, great comedian. We love you. Marianne Garvey and Mandy Statmiller, proud and scared to call them anything else but friends of the show. And Mark Kriegel from the NFL Network, co-host NFL AM. Mark, you have an open invite. Please come by often.
Next week.
Please
next
do.
week, come by often. The great Mark Kriegel. I'm Artie Lange. See you next week.
The Artie Lange Show, weeknights on Audience, only on DirecTV.